Hi, my name is Charity, and Boomer asked me to put together this video Bible study thing for you. I've never done this before, so congratulations, y'all are my first, and I wish you luck in watching this because it could be very interesting. Anyways, about 2 years ago, I was engaged to a good guy. He was a good guy. He wanted to be a pastor, and I wanted to be a worship leader. So I just thought, oh, that's perfect. We'll do ministry together. We'll be that cute little ministry couple that everybody like hates. That'll be us. I don't know why I was excited. Anyways, um, and we got into planning the marriage, and I realized that we had really different plans for our lives. Um, he took the verse of wives submit to your husbands to a whole new level. Um, he informed me that he would not be okay with me doing ministry in the church, that he would be the head of the household spiritually, and that meant he would be the only one to do ministry. And I thought, wow, that's that's not what I thought I had in my future. Um, it even got to the point where he would tell me, Charity, God is telling me this over your life. This is what God has for you. And I believed him. I thought, he wants to be a pastor. He is seeking God. Maybe I'm not seeking God enough to not be able to hear the same things. Maybe that's my fault. And I just followed in that mindset, just believing whatever he told me God's plans were. And about 2 months after we got engaged, God just kind of woke me up, and he was like, no, no, I have bigger plans for you. I have something more. Um, and it was like God kind of gave me an ultimatum. He was like, you can go this route. You can be the pastor's wife. You can be the supportive wife, the housewife, all of the above. You'd be great at it. Or you could go this way. This way where I have so much more for you over here. Um, it's going to use your passions. It's going to fulfill your heart. It's going to just really be what I have in mind for you. And, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do to call off a wedding, to call off a commitment. But the hardest thing was to call off a life. Um, I had all of these plans. I had it planned out to the T that we were going to get married, we were going to move away, he was going to become a pastor. I was just going to support everything he did, maybe even like teach, get to do music sometimes, maybe. We would eventually have kids. It'd be great. I knew exactly what I was doing. And then it was like I was at square zero. It was like I was below square zero. I had nothing to work with. I had all of these plans, and then I had nothing. And it was then that God he just kept speaking Jeremiah 29:11. He just kept saying, Charity, I have a plan for you. I have a plan. I know the plan I have for you, to prosper you, not to harm you, and to give you hope and a future. And I just had to rest in that. I had to rest in that. And it was beautiful. It was. It was comforting to know that even though I didn't know, he knew. It didn't shake him at all that my plans were ruined. Now I live at home. Well, I mean, I moved back home. I live in an apartment. But anyways, I live back in my hometown and I still don't have a full-time job. I still don't know. I still don't know what God's plan is in a year, in 5 years. I have no idea. But I know that He knows. Another verse that He's given me to kind of help me get through has been Romans 8:28, and it says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." I don't know, but He knows. About 6 months ago, I got a phone call. I was just here back at home, not having a full-time job, not doing anything, kind of getting frustrated because I was like, okay, God, called off this engagement. I did my part. I'm not really getting the rewards. Not sending anything my way. You know how sometimes we do that? We're like, oh my God, where's the reward? Come on, I did it. And out of nowhere, I get this phone call, and it's a woman that I knew back at college. And she said, you know, I'm recording a CD to raise money. I've heard one of your songs, and I would love for you to come and record your song for the CD. And it was just, oh, it was incredible. Because I'd written music. I'd written worship songs. And honestly, I'd just written them as a way to get my emotions out. And just for the people at my church, my home church, they watched me grow up. So they love to hear me sing. And they're all old. They can't really hear. They just get excited that I'm up on stage. And so I never, ever thought that would be the route I would go, or that I could even go that route, a route of recording my music, putting it on CDs. And so I went and I recorded that song and just got an incredible song out of it. They did an incredible job on it. A couple of months later, I got a phone call with somebody else, and they said, hey, we've heard one of your songs. We're making a CD. We'd love for you to come record. And just so on and so forth. And now I have 3 songs recorded, professionally recorded, on CDs, just being advertised without me having to do anything. They were recorded for free, which is just unheard of. And that's just how God is. That's how He is. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I was going to be recording some of my music, I would have said no. No, I'm getting married. In 2 years, I'm going to be a wife, probably pregnant with a baby. That's the life that I chose. That's the life I chose. And God was like, no, that may be the life you think you want, but just wait. Just wait. I have so much more. And it's so awesome to know that all of my plans just went up into flames. Gone. All of them. Not one of God's plans was touched. They're still intact. They're still exactly what He had in mind the whole time. That's awesome. That we serve a God that He just knows. He knows what's best. He knows what's better. And He's going to finish. He's going to finish the good work that He has started in me. I know that. I don't know what I'm going to do as a full-time job. I don't even know if I'll have a full-time job by next year. But I know today I was exactly where He needed me. Today I got to get up and go lead worship. I got to worship before the throne of God. That's where He wanted me today. And that's all I need. That's all I need, is to know that day by day that I'm exactly where He needs me that day. I don't have to know what He has tomorrow. I don't have to know what He has next week. But I know that today he's got me. He's got me completely where he wants me. And that's awesome. That's awesome. So, I don't know if this has been any help whatsoever. I don't know if the lights in the back are like distracting. I've been trying to like cover them up with my head, but I can't figure out how to make them go away. I am praying for y'all. I think y'all are gonna have an incredible week. I'm really jealous. I wish I was there. And just a little shout out to Boomer. I miss you a lot, and I love you. Okay, I love y'all, and I'm praying for y'all.